Hi, I'm Lisa. I want to talk about something different today. Instead of my immigration lawyer life, I want to talk about this place where I'm talking to you from, which is my new house. It's a tiny house, and I have been thinking about building a tiny house for a long time, and frankly, I can't believe I'm here. It's like a dream to wake up here every day. Uh, so, why did I do this? Well, I have been thinking for a long time that I would move to a smaller place, maybe that I built, and rent out my other place, have some income, and use this kind of big lot in the city a little bit better. There could be two places where people could live. Why not? And why not have me live here since I chose all these cool things? So it's working out. Um, it's working out pretty well. So, how did it happen? I guess I feel like I had to listen to the universe. I had to pay attention to synchronicity. Mainly, I had to plan. I have been prompted to think about what do I want in the next 5 years or in the next years after that. I had different people, coaches, pushing me to really think about it and dream it out and write it out in detail. And I did that, but years ago. And then I didn't do anything about it for a while, at least a year. Then a bunch of things happened, right? I meet the builders um, informally and then a little bit more formally and start to think, well, why not do that? Why not do that? The reason why people don't move ahead, and this is myself too, on a big project like this is you think, oh, it's going to be so expensive. And when you check a little bit about how expensive it is, it's way more than it was last year. And so, are you going to stop then or do it? And I decided to do it. So, once you decide, then the money worries kind of go away because you're going to move forward and you'll find a way. It's true. Once you make a decision to move forward, then the other things that you need come into place because you make them come into place. So, yeah, a year or 2 years after I kind of stopped thinking about this, then things kept coming up to make me look at it again. And I did rent out the other house, and that was a whole synchronicity kind of thing. So this house got finished in September. And my plan, looking back some months before that, was, oh yeah, I'll rent the other house out. And that's kind of a big thought, right? Because who's going to move in there? A family that has all of their stuff, which means I guess I better get rid of a lot of things. Um, and I thought that's what it would be because I live near 3 schools, so likely it would be a family. And I would be sharing this space with them. That sounds good, right? We kind of can look out for each other. It's okay if they have kids. Maybe it's okay if they have dogs. Thinking about that. And then I woke up one morning in my kind of big bed in my big room, and I thought, wow, I don't want to move this over to the smaller house. This is not going to fit in there very well. So what if I rented furnished? And after that, during that day, a lot of other things happened. I got a text from somebody who knew some people who might want to rent it. Um, and I just kind of followed the thread. And so it's rented for at least these 3 months, which made me move my stuff out, made me consolidate, made me downsize, made me pick the things I really wanted to have with me. Like everybody who's lived in a place for 20 or more years, I did have twice as many dishes as I needed. I had twice as many kitchen utensils as I needed. So some things were easy. Some things were a little tough, and I am happy for the help of my friends to actually physically get me over here. A lot of it happened on a day that the power was out. So it was dark, it was cold, and we moved a lot of stuff over here. Anyway, so what's the benefit of this? Well, the benefit of making the tiny house is that I have a new place to live, and it's maybe a little easier to live here. I could travel more. I've always said that I want to travel more, and also provide housing for other people. I really think that's important. That in a town like Olympia, where it's pretty well, it's dense, but it's not dense enough. It's hard to find places to live. So if I make a place for people to live, and it's people that I want to live by or near, that seems like a net benefit. So that's happening. I'm happy about that. And that's what I wanted to talk about. At another time, maybe I'll show you what it looks like, or I'll embed pictures or something, because it looks really great. And that's where I'm at. Thanks.